Hey friends, thanks so much for tuning into my channel. Today's video is just a quick demo of how I prep my hair for a chunky flat twist out. I am getting it ready now to shampoo. So I'm separating it into 4 sections. And as you can see, I had a blowout that I had styled and styled until I just couldn't style it anymore and it was time for a wash. So I'm using one of my favorites, Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil. And then to deep condition, I'm using a conditioner by The Main Choice. And I'll make sure I link that in the description box. So I'm back now. I am just going through and I'm doing the praying hands method. And I'm also using the wide tooth comb just to make sure I get that conditioner on every strand. My hair is pretty thick, so I have to go through and make sure that all of the strands get the TLC that I'm giving my hair. So I take it section by section and I'm just doing some chunky 2-strand twists just to give that deep conditioner a chance to really marinate and get into those strands really well. As you can see, I'm really taking my time in just going through that side section by section, and I'll repeat the same thing on the other side as well, but it takes a little time, but it's definitely worth it. Natural hair is really just about like anything else. If you want it to grow, you want it to be healthy, you have to take your time with it. And one of the advantages to me with natural hair is if you care for it well, it really doesn't require that much maintenance in between. So the time that it takes to go through and wash, detangle, condition, and twist, it's worth the time because if you treat it well and keep it moisturized, you can really get your hair to grow and to do what you want it to do. It's all about taking care of it, taking your time with it, and having a good routine. That's really the key. So now you see I am done and I am going to sit for a while with the conditioner on, using the conditioner cap and the towel to cover it up to give it a little just natural body heat from being covered up that way, and that's going to help that conditioner to really set in and do its job. And I'm just doing a little reading while I wait. I'd much prefer this than sitting under the dryer, just to be honest. Although it's better to sit under the dryer, I guess. But anyway, moving along, I have now rinsed out that conditioner and I'm back. Those are my styling products. I'm using coconut oil, leave-in conditioner, and a curling custard. And I'm honestly, those Cream of Nature products, I'm honestly using those to get rid of them. I like them, but I don't know that I'd buy them again. I bought that when I was in my experimentation stage with products. Now I have my staples, and I don't really stray from those too much. But I'll make sure I link those products in the description box. So here I'm going through and just parting out that first section, and I'm putting a quarter size amount of the leave-in conditioner on, and then I am going to add to that a little coconut oil, and then I'll come back behind the coconut oil with a little bit of the curling custard by Cream of Nature. So I'm going through, as you can see, and just combing through with the Denman brush and with the wide tooth comb, because when I'm doing a flat twist, I like for it to be as tangle free as possible. So I parted out a large section in the front, and I'm just going through and doing a nice secure flat twist. I tend to twist going forward. It's a little easier for me. And since I'm doing a chunky flat twist, I'm really not looking for a whole lot of definition. So that flat twist doesn't have to be perfect at all. So I didn't even bother to part out that next section. I just used my fingers to part it out, and I'm going from there. Because you're not even going to see those parts once the style is set and I take the flat twist out. So I'm just going through and flat twisting. And as I was saying a moment ago, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's another thing that you learn with natural hair is it doesn't have to be perfect, and it's still going to be fly if you take care of it. So I'm all done. It's the next morning. And as you can see, the shrinkage is really real, as always. It's still kind of wet. My hair usually takes, if it's going to air dry, it takes at least 2 days to air dry. So it's not dry at all. Well, it's dried some, but it's still wet at the root. And so you'll see when I get to the back part that it's going to still have that shrinkage effect happening because it's not dry at the root. But that's okay. I'm not looking for a lot of definition. I really just wanted clean hair and a fresh style. So I don't mind it being frizzy in the back. As I go through and retwist throughout the week, it'll stretch out. So I'm just going through now and releasing those flat twists. I think I had about a total of 8 or 10 of them by the time I was done. So I'm just releasing those. And of course I have it on speed mode right now, so you can't really see that I'm taking my time, but I'm taking my time to take those flat twists out so that I won't pop any of my ends in a hurry. So as you can see, it's really poofy, especially in the back, because like I said, the roots are still wet. But that's okay. I'm happy with it. The front has enough definition for me, and I am going to enjoy all the volume in the back. You could go through this with a pick if you wanted to. Honestly, I have picks, but I very rarely ever use them. I usually just pick it out with my hands and go from there. So I am done. I hope you enjoyed this demo. Please make sure you leave me a comment, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your friends. Also, make sure you are subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.